It's not always about the selling. I had 5 wages checks bouncing, so the day had to come when I had to make some difficult decisions. And so I approached the man I worked for and I said this, look, here are 2 possibilities. One is you give me half the business and together we'll make a fortune. Or the other one is I've got to leave today. Which one works for you? Now, you can imagine what happened and I left. Now, I'd got to set up my office and I'd got very, very little money. Everything had to be bought at the right price. Now, on the ground floor of the office block where I had my office was a firm of bailiffs. So I approached them to see if they had any extremely cheap office furniture. All I needed was a chair for me and a chair for any visitor, though I wasn't going to be encouraging anyone to visit my new domain overlooking the Central Morgue in Birmingham. And I needed a desk. Yes, they said, we have a desk. I said, how much is it? They said 50 pence. Now, at this point, I must say, this is many, many, many years ago. So I said, will you help me carry it up to the 3rd floor? And they said, yes, but that'll be £1 altogether. Desk and carrying. £1, I said, but it was 50p for the desk. They said, no, desk and carrying is going to be £1. So I made a decision and I carried it myself up the 3 flights of stairs. And I learned one of the best lessons of my entrepreneurial life. So the days flew by, selling in the morning, doing the work and answering the phone in the afternoons and writing reports and doing the accounts in the evening. Then the time came when finally I needed someone to help me. And rather than get someone to do the work, I decided to get someone to answer the phone and do the typing. That could double my productivity, and it did. So Margaret appeared for her interview. I explained that whilst the business was just me for now, it was destined to go places and she could come along for the ride. And as I waxed lyrical about the bright future and how big the enterprise was going to be, I leaned to my left and I put the weight of my arm and myself on the arm of the chair, this 50p chair, because the desk was 50p and the chair was 50p as well. The arm broke. I fell in a heap on the floor. Now, I didn't just slip sideways. I fell in a heap on the floor. I didn't know what to do, so I laughed, and Margaret didn't know what to do, so she laughed as well. So obviously she got the job and she stayed 8 years. There are so many lessons I learned in my early days in business. Perhaps one of them is that you and I can take from this history is, yes, we have to learn to sell, but we have to learn to buy and buy at the right price too. The last time I moved office, and that's a few years ago, I carried some desks just to remind myself of that early lesson. Do you have some desks to carry? Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and there's plenty more of my somewhat crazy videos about here. So in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson, until the next time. Goodbye for now.